Hey, friends. So, I just wanted to tell you guys today that I'm so proud of you in deciding to get clean and start your sobriety journey. And my message for you today is to find you a warrior. Some people may call it a sponsor, but I call it a warrior because this person is going to have to be strong and understanding because they are going to go through the mud with you. This person is going to have to be there for you at all times. So to me, this person is a warrior. They're going to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly with you. And it can be very hard sometimes to hold that position. There is a lot that this person is going to have to endure in supporting your sobriety. They are going to have to be there to encourage you and support you even when they don't feel like it. So be very cautious when you're choosing your warrior. I want you to make sure when you choose your warrior that you choose somebody that loves you and wants what's best for you no matter what. The person that you choose is going to have to be forgiving because you're going to lie to them. If you haven't already, you will in the near future at some point because addiction and lies go hand in hand. Um, Most of us don't like to admit that we're addicts. So we lie about using and we lie about places we go and where we spend our money at and things like that. So I want you to make sure when you're choosing your warrior that you choose someone who is forgiving because this person is going to have to forgive you for your faults. You want to make sure you choose someone who knows your personality and your habits. So when something is off, they know. When your mood is off, they know and they can support you. When you've changed your habit, they know. And so they can make sure that everything is good with you. So make sure you choose somebody who knows you and knows your personality and your habits. That's so important. You want to make sure that this person is in it with you for the long haul. Addiction is hard, guys. Sobriety is harder. It is not something that happens overnight. It is not something that just you snap your fingers and it's over with. It usually takes time after time, relapse after relapse to get it right. So the person that you choose needs to be in it with you for the long haul because this is something that's going to take a minute. This is something where you're going to have to change your habits and you're going to have to change your lifestyle. So this is somebody that you need to choose that is going to not give up on you, that is going to carry with you over and over through all of the difficult times. It's going to be a process. This process can be overwhelming and frustrating. It can be exhausting, guys. So make sure that your warrior is in it with you until you win it because it is not going to be an easy feat. I promise you, it's going to take a lot of work. So make sure that you choose someone who is willing to put the work in with you. And lastly, and I think maybe even most importantly, friends, you want to choose a warrior that can hold you accountable in love. Someone who is going to tell you what is right and what is good for you, not just what you want to hear. Because if you don't have someone who can correct you in your mistakes, you are not going to grow. You are going to end up back in the same situations and the same habits that caused you to use before. Because change and accountability creates growth. So you want to make sure that you choose someone who can hold you accountable in love and tell you what is right in different situations so that you make better choices and you don't end up in the same situations that caused you to use before. And friends, it is so important that you are receptive and you give your warrior grace because they only want to help you. They only want what's best for you. But they are going to be in your business. They are going to worry and they are going to want to know what you're doing. And they're going to want to know where you've been. And they're going to ask questions and they're going to be nosy. But that's only because they want to make sure that you're staying on the right path. And sometimes they're not going to believe you. And that's because you probably lied to them before. So I want you to know that you have to give them grace. You have to be patient. and knowing that they just love you and they want what's best for you. And the only reason they're questioning you is because they want to make sure you're doing the right thing. And more than likely, they are going to get on your nerves. But I want you to remember that they are doing the very best that they can, and they only want what's best for you. So make sure that you give them grace, because they want to help you. That is their ultimate goal, is to help you. And being a warrior for somebody is not easy. So make sure that you're giving your warrior grace. We all know that addiction not only affects the person that is addicted, but the people around them. So just remember that when you're choosing your warrior, that you want to choose someone that you'll be able to give grace, because this person is going to need that. Having a strong warrior on your team is only going to help you on your path to sobriety. I don't know what I would have done without my husband. He was my warrior, but I also had my friend Audria. So you may have more than one warrior, guys, but you need that at least one strong warrior on your team that is going to fight this fight with you. So I encourage you to keep fighting the good fight and don't give up. I love you, friends.